does like a little bit of Scotch, you can. I like a drop of Scotch. In fact, we all like a drop of Scotch. The Scotsman likes Scotch whiskey. So do I. The young rascals. Since my old woman went to Scotland for a holiday, she's got Scotland on the brain. She's driving me insane. She used to give me eggs and bacon for my breakfast once, but I've been eating nothing else but porridge now for months. She does like a little bit of Scotch, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch. In the middle of the night she begins to sing, jumps out of bed and does the Highland fling. She's christened me Sandy, her ways you ought to watch. It's a broad-breast, moonlit nest, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch, oh hi. She does like a little bit of Scotch. Does like a little bit of Scotch, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch. In the middle of the night she begins to sing, jumps out of bed and does a Highland fling. She's christened me Sandy, her ways you ought to watch. It's a broad-breast, moonlit nest, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch, oh hi. She does like a little bit of Scotch. You want to see me drink Scotch? She wears a tam-o' now when she goes walking out, and an awful craze she's got, growing thistles in a pot. In church last Sunday morning she created quite a scene. She forgot herself and started singing Jean from Aberdeen. She does, she does, she does, she does. She does like a little bit of Scotch, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch. In the middle of the night she begins to sing, jumps out of bed and does a Highland fling. She's christened me Sandy, her ways you ought to watch. It's a broad-breast, moonlit nest, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch, oh hi. She does like a little bit of Scotch. Does like a little bit of Scotch, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch. In the middle of the nest she begins to sing, jumps out of bed and does a Highland fling. She's christened me Sandy, her ways you ought to watch. It's a broad-breast, moonlit nest, you can. She does like a little bit of Scotch, oh hi. She does like a little bit of Scotch. She does like a little bit of Scotch, you can. She does like a wee drop of Scotch. In the middle of the nest. That's a funny word, in the middle of the nest. Why don't they say in the middle of the night?